So today guys, I have a very special video for you guys to commemorate our 50,000 subscribers, and to thank you all. I actually decided to show a little bit of my country to you, but then I saw that this was happening to commemorate the Army's Day, right? And here in Brazil, and of course I live in a city that has a cavalry battalion, right? So, of course, we have Leopard 1s over here, we have the 105 over here, we have APCs with the mechanized infantry division as well. So we have a lot of stuff to show to you guys, and I really wanted to show up close what Brazilian MBT looks like. I know it's not much, but it is very cool to show to you. Here we have the 105, of course, L7 rifled, and here is the kind of look on the Leopard 1A5. It's a tank that it is pretty small, if you ask me, for an MBT, right? If you look at in real life. But it is very cool to see it. Of course, the MG3 up there, very good old MG42 almost, right? So it's a very cool tank, and it is very fast and nimble, of course, very old, but it is still pretty cool. On the side there we have a version of the M113 for the command, and of course in the tank there you can see a sable round. Of course it's a inert round, just to show what is the weight of the thing and stuff for training, but still. And here we have the command vehicle for the cavalry. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but anyway, very similar to the 113 that we're gonna show as well. Just a very weird tank, to be honest. Here we have the 113 itself. The mechanized units still use those things here in Brazil, which is kind of sad, but very cool at the same time, because it's an old vehicle, but a cool vehicle nonetheless. Of course, the good old Brazilian sunset over there. Here we have the Guarani, which is a Brazilian APC, the modernization basically that will substitute basically all armored personnel carriers of the Brazilian Army in the future. Everything is much more modern on this thing than in the 113. It's kind of funny to even compare the two. The size is different, of course, but the way that everything is inside the tank as well. I couldn't record too much of the insides of the tank, obviously, because of, how everything is with state stuff, it's a secret and stuff. For the Leopard, for example, I couldn't get into the tank and stuff and show to you guys, because you know how it is, right? It was kind of funny because you were just walking around. Here's the inside of the Guarani, and yeah, you were just walking around, and then there's a Leopard there in the middle of one of the parks of the city, right? So it's kind of funny to see all these armament in the open daylight there, just for you to touch and get in and everything. The only one that you couldn't get in was the Leopard, unfortunately, but the other ones I could. Of course, a lot of kids, around the tanks and stuff, which is pretty cool. We have a small Jeep on the side of the Guarani there as well, which is kind of just a scout vehicle. You can see the smoke grenades there. It has an FN mag there, one of the MGs that the Brazilian Army uses. Here's another look on the Guarani and the little Jeep there. Very cool. It's a Agrale, which is a Brazilian-made Jeep, okay? Here's a quick look on the 113 with the 50 cal on top, which is also very cool to see, right? With the rubber tracks as well. You can see that it's way less advanced, of course, than the Guarani, of course, way older as well, but it's still cool to see an operational tank like this in 2025. Here we have some of the ammunitions of the tank. We have the heat there, a Browning, of course, but the heat rounds, of course, this is inert rounds, obviously, but they are quite heavy. It was, kind of crazy to think that everybody would load these very fast. The APF SDS would be like the inert round, of course. We have some MGs there, the MG3, the FN mag, which is the LMG that the Brazilian Army uses, very similar to the 240 Bravo. We have the IA2, which is the Brazilian new assault rifle, some shotguns, of course, some pistols, all Brazilian made, based on the Beretta and some others, which is pretty cool. Here we have other LMGs and the 50 cal, Mortal, for example. So various amounts of stuff here. We have some other older rifles, the FN Fall, of course, This is the IA2, the Brazilian made one. This is a 5.56 one. There is a 7.62 as well. And here we have the falls, which are the older rifle that some divisions still use. They are better for range and stuff. Here we have the pistols, infantry, the queen of the arms there written. And yeah, pretty much showing a little bit of everything. We have a 120mm mortal as well there. There was equipment, food. They show it basically how they aimed. I lost a lot of time talking to the the military people there. We had some normal trucks as well, Volkswagen, of course. The Brazil uses these smaller trucks to carry troops and stuff, which is pretty cool as well, right? And basically this is it, guys. I don't want the video to be too long. I was kind of afraid to record too much because it is the army and stuff, and you know how it is, but it is still pretty cool. We have here water cannon and a normal like anti-riot bus there for, of course, anti-riot stuff. And basically this is it, guys. That's just to show a little bit of Brazil over here and to show a little bit of these small event that the army was doing in the park today, which was very, very cool. So I hope you enjoyed. And again, guys, this is a special video to thank you all for the 50,000 subscribers. Thank you all the subscribers. I'm doing this type of thing because of you, so thank you all. Thank you for all the members, the patrons, everybody that helps the channel, of course. And yeah, let's keep it going. Let's try to get to the 100,000. Maybe I can think about something even more special on the 100k sub. Okay, see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, and bye.